Is it recording? Hi, this is vlog 1 of the post-apocalyptic world. Everything's gone crazy. There's no toilet paper, there's no hand sanitizer anywhere. I can't even find any food. I'm gonna go have to make some food today. I don't know if this is recording or not. Right, I'm walking through the broken civilization of 2020 and what was that? I just had something go past me. Who goes there? Who is that? Wait, is that you, Dinosaur 7A?
Hello!
Do you want to show me my quest to survive in this barren world?
Yes!
Okay, we've got a member of our team. What should we call it?
Dinosaur 27A?
Let's call it the Foragers. Oh my god, how conveniently placed. A steel bowl and plastic gloves. And a stick. Okay. Oh, also how conveniently placed. Nettles. Let's grab some of these. We need something to drink. Oh, I've got an idea. Yay! My magic powers still work.
Oh my god, infinite vegan! I found a dandelion!
Wait, what? Yes! Yes! Dandelion tea for supper tonight. Stop recording. I crafted this makeshift foraging bucket out of a couple of resources I found flying through the wind. Don't know if it's stable out here. I also found some wild garlic, otherwise known as ramsons. Better get it quickly before the cops come. For apocalyptic nettle soup, you'll need these stolen cashews, a foraged onion, and 2 foraged potatoes. You're just going to need nettles, either garlic or wild garlic, and rosemary if you want. Firstly, clean your work surface and cut off the stalks from the wild garlic. You've got to clean the wild garlic first before you chop it very thoroughly, then after you chop it to ensure you get every piece of dirt off. Now, fry the stalks, not the leaves, the stalks, very lightly in a pan to encourage caramelization. Guys, I forgot to film the footage of cooking the onion. Basically, just chop up the onion and caramelize the onion with the garlic once the garlic stems are cooked. Sorry about that. Rinse, scrub, and de-spud your potatoes. And then just go... It worked! That's it, it actually worked!
Hello, I'm cooking this stuff.
Well, anyway,
My eyes are suffering from those onions.
dice your potatoes and get someone to actually keep on stirring your onions in order for them not to burn.
And my eyes are suffering.
Also, thanks to Dinosaur 7A for actually doing this for me. If it starts burning too much, like you see we're getting burning here, we're going to put the heat a bit down in order for it to stop burning. That should also stop it from hurting someone's eyes. So just carry on mixing it, please.
I've also made some stock liquid.
So, once you caramelize your onions and your garlic stalks, let me just get one of the leaves for you. Lovely little leaf here. So when you caramelize the actual stalks, you want to put your chopped potatoes in, which will add a nice starchiness and a thickness to the soup. And then you want to... Wait, what are you doing? Whoa! I was gonna say put some stock cube in, but looks like Dinosaur 7A is always one step ahead. Put the soup mixture with the potatoes, the onions, the wild garlic stems, and the stock cube on a lower medium heat with the lid on to simmer/boil. Grind some cashews, oats, and any other lovely nuts you manage to find on your foraging journey into a sort of topping. Now, roast your oats and nuts. Your really ugly nuts.
Ugly nuts.
Just to make them a nice soupy
No
topping.
need you nuts.
These are to replace the croutons on your soup. So, we've chopped up these nettles, and we've done it with tongs and a knife. Because I just pricked myself with the nettle, and it does hurt. When you are picking nettles, if you do get stung, usually there is a dock leaf near the nettles. You just scrunch it up in your hand, and then rub it on wherever you stung yourself. Get these nettles all cut up, and start putting them into the soup. You've got to wait until the potatoes are easily crushed before you do this. So as you can see, I chopped up all my ramsons. These are called wild garlic or ramsons, or allium ursulum. It's basically just a fancy way of saying wild garlic, to be honest. They're quite leathery on the top, and leathery and shiny. That's what they feel like. They have a semicircle stem. Here. The stem's kind of semicircle. We've got leathery, it's really shiny and leathery on the top, and quite leathery on the bottom. The stem
you can also put some crease lines and stuff.
So let's just dunk all of that in there. The reason we put the nettles in before the ramsons is because the nettles take a bit longer to cook, but also the ramsons have a much nicer flavour. So you want to savour that flavour more. Pour that in.
I'm guessing that this has a lot of nutrients and stuff in.
Loads. And this is the time, if you want to, put a tiny bit of rosemary in. Just the smallest of pieces. I'm not putting much in. Just a tiny bit, just to add flavour. And then mix all of that up. You just want to let that boil on the highest temperature for a while. So just let that, we'll leave that, and we'll see you in the magic of editing. If you're like me, when you go somewhere to get something, you get a bit too many. For example, I got a bit too many dandelions and a bit too much of allium ursulum.
A bit.
So I just put them in an airtight container. That way they don't shrink up and go all dry. I had that happen to me before. The dandelion tea, you see, I've taken all the green bits off, and then I washed them and shoved them in a nice teapot that I found in a chest hidden deep in a cave. So it's the easiest thing to make on the planet, to be honest. Just put them in this sort of teacup. You don't have to really do it like this. This is just easier for us because it's what we have. But basically all you need is a strainer, something to strain, and something to keep these in the, separate them from the water basically. You can use a muslin cloth, and then just put them in there, and then put that in the tea to make a makeshift tea bag. You can use a Fact and Fury, your favourite part of the show, guys. It's where Infinite Vegan goes over a couple of facts for you so you can rest at ease. Fact number 1. The reason we degreen the dandelions / de-stem is because the dandelion stems are quite bitter. You can still have them. In fact, every part of dandelion is edible. But it's just these yellow bits are sweeter, so we don't really put the green parts in. But the tea turns a sort of greenish yellow, which I kind of like. Number 2, the reason we didn't have to do anything to nettles, like add chemicals, is because as soon as the nettles hit the hot water, they don't really sting anymore. So that's really amazing. Fact number 3, the tea, dandelion tea and the nettle soup are actually really healthy for you. And I want to give a big thanks to Atomic Shrimp, who I found this recipe off. So if you want to go check him out, please do. He does some great videos. Now what you want to do is give your soup a good old blend. You don't have to blend it if you don't want to, but it's much nicer if you blend it. A bit too much water in, so I put it on high heat, and I'm going to put a thickener in it. It's just corn flour and water. Easiest and most eco thickener you can have. It'll just thicken up the soup really nicely. Finished result. So as you can see, you've got the roasted nuts on top, and then it's nice. It's quite a nice dark colour. So I'm going to taste some of that. This is my first reaction.
Spoiler warning, it's epic.
If you've ever had leek and potato soup, it tastes quite similar to that, but with a hint of richness, like we've added spices from different countries. Let's try it with some nuts. The nuts add a really nice creamy, and it makes it even more rich, to be honest. So here's our dandelion tea. As you can see, we have an orangey light on right now, so it's not very good on the camera, but in real life it's nice, a greeny colour with a yellowish tint to it, and it looks quite good in real life. So, Dinosaur 7A, do you want to help me do the honours of pushing it down? Oh, well, we failed on that. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to push the strainer down, try and get every last bit of juice out of those dandelions. I like to pull it back up again. Oh no. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Now I'm going to add a tiny bit of sugar. You don't really need much, to be honest. It's just the sugar makes it taste a bit less abrupt and kind of brings out the flavour, if you ask me. That's enough. You really don't need that much.
No.
And then just mix it up.
No, have it. Is it in my cup?
And then with the sugar, it brings out the flavour much more, and also it tastes more like dandelion tea. It's a very unique and lovely flavour, and I highly recommend you try this and the nettle soup. They're both a very great meal. Go give your subscriptions to Dinos27A right there. He's a new YouTuber and he does little videos like this. He's going to be carrying on some of the series that we do on here, if we do some series. He's just a great person to be around, and it will help him get on his feet and start making videos. After having that amazing meal, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. Dandelion tea could do with improvement, but apart from that it's great. And again, the soup could do with improvement, apart from that it's great. So I really hope you do have a go at these. By the way, look at my special infinite vegan mug. I do really hope you have a go at making these in your post-apocalyptic house. Hopefully you do find some toilet roll on the way. And this is Infinite Vegan signing out. Stay on the vegan side of life.